Okay, so today there was an update on the Jonny Somali case, which yeah, this guy's a nuisance. This guy was a nuisance streamer. Uh, I think the first time that it really got on everybody's radar was when he first visited Japan, and his clip of him asking people in the train about Nagasaki and Hiroshima, mocking them and mocking um, the atom bombs that were dropped on those two cities. That's when it really became popular, and after that, there was the incident with the statue of comforting women. And after videos surfaced of that, people actually began punching him in the street while he was busy streaming. I vividly remember um, this video of him being busy streaming and somebody just walking up beside him, just socking him in the face as hard as they possibly could. That was insane. That was insane to watch. And afterwards, he got arrested. Um, I'm not sure. I think it was because of that ordeal with the statute of being a public disturbance that he got arrested. I don't think that he got arrested for assault. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't look up about that before reading this, but there was a an update on his case. So we're going to be reading through that. I haven't read this article yet. So we're going to be reading through that, and I'll give my thoughts as I'm reading and my final thoughts afterwards. Okay, let's begin. American YouTuber Jonny Somali sentenced to jail in South Korea after comfort woman statue stunt. I think this statue was erected um, in honor of the women who were sexually assaulted, and I think the Second World War. Um, I'm not too familiar with the history of the statue, but I remember. I think it was most critical talking about it, and um, Nuxenor as well. He also did a couple of videos on it, and I think that's what the statue honors and symbolizes. Okay, so let's read on. Johnny Somali, 25. He's only 25. Oh my soul. Oh my soul. Johnny Somali, 25 years old. Looks 12, behaves like an 8-year-old. Apparently Somalian. Checks out. Caused outrage after filming himself kissing a statue commemorating wartime sex slaves. Oh, okay, it was. I should have just read further. Okay. An American YouTuber who caused outrage for filming himself kissing a statue commemorating Korean wartime sex slaves has been sentenced to 6 months in prison, a court in Seoul said on Wednesday. Jonny Somali, 25, gained notoriety several years ago for recording himself doing a series of provocative stunts in South Korea and Japan and streaming them on platforms such as YouTube and Twitch. I'm surprised that after the stunts that he pulled in Japan, that he was still platformed on both YouTube and Twitch. I think afterwards he switched over to Kick, um, or did he? I don't remember. I know that there was um, speaking that would go over to Kick, but I'm still surprised that both YouTube and Twitch still platformed him. Seeing after people like Tectone got completely removed off of Twitch, got banned off Twitch for calling someone fat, and Asmongold getting banned. off of Twitch for saying the most basic things. So yeah, I'm very surprised about that. People can be a massive nuisance and an irritation to an entire demographic of people, but the moment that you call somebody fat, sorry man, your account's banned. Mm, insane, insane work from Twitch. They are really on it. South Korean authorities in South Korean authorities indicted Somali, whose real name is Ramzi Khalid Ismail. Ismail. I think it's Ismail. In 2024 on public order violations of obstruction of business and banned him from leaving the country. Which, good, good. Public order violations. Yeah, I think that's the same as just being a disturbance to the public. The court has sentenced him to 6 months in prison. A representative of the Seoul Western District Court told AFP when asked about Somali's case on Wednesday. In October 2024, Somali uploaded a video of himself kissing and twerking beside a statue memorializing Korean women being forced into sexual slavery by Japanese occupying forces before and during the Second World War. Okay, yeah, so I was remembering it correctly. Um, Euphemistically called comfort women in Japan. Goodness, goodness. So this statue is in Japan. So it must have been during his first visit. Um, okay, yeah, and then got arrested in Korea because of the offense that caused there. The incident caused strong public backlash and condemnation, and the clip was later removed. Somali apologized, saying he was not aware of the significance of the statue. I think that on that statue of, I think that on the Comfort Woman statue, there actually is a plaque that says what the statue is for. So, you know, it's not hard to miss. It's not hard to miss. But attitudes toward him remained unforgiving, and he was sometimes chased and off and even physically assaulted by offended South Koreans, according to reports at the time. In 2023, Somali caused consternation in neighboring Japan for behavior including taunting subway commuters about Nagasaki and Hiroshima, the two cities devastated by US atomic bombs in 1945. Okay, I think that's the entirety of the, yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's the whole article here. So that's it. He just got 6 months. I thought that there would be a little bit more than just 6 months sentencing and being banned to leave the country um, until the trial was completed. I don't even think that the trial was completed. It was just sentenced to jail. Yeah. The court has sentenced him to 6 months in prison. A representative. Okay. Yeah. So he was just sentenced to 6 months. I mean, there's not really much that they can do though, because it's not like he physically sexually assaulted someone while he was while he was there. So they couldn't really give him much more. Although I think if the people got a hold of him again um, after he is released, I think that they are going to do a little bit more to him than just sentence him to 6 months in prison. I think that their hearts ache to assault him again because they were on top of him. Like the South Koreans, they did not play around. They were jumping him any chance they got. I think there are like 5 different videos of people jumping him. Um, at some point, he was even surrounded by South Koreans, in, intimidating, mocking, humiliating him, all because of the nuisance that he was and because of the offense that he caused while he was busy. Um, I would say defiling the statue. I think that kissing and um, doing a dance that is sexually provocative in front of a statue that is meant to what's that word? I want to use it correctly, or just say it correctly. I want to see the spelling of it. Commemorate women who were sexually assaulted and forced to be slaves during Japan. I think that doing that type of dance in front of it, I think it would kind of, I think it would count as defiling the statue because is, it is defiling what the statue represents. Deplorable guy, absolutely deplorable. He is a clown, and I think that Johnny actually deserves more than just that 6 months. I can speak above the courts that has already sentenced him. It's already too late. Nobody can. I think nobody can do that anyway. But I think a lot of people would agree that he deserves he deserves more. At least an entire year in prison, at least, or jail, at least. Okay, so those are my thoughts on this update. Yeah, like a quick video. Enjoy. Have a good evening, good day, good morning, whatever time you're watching this. Cheers.